scene would happen.
Your brother up to his old tricks again.
And he'd get up and go make a cup of tea. Right?
Typhoon that he'd stolen from some sort of telephone box.
And like, even recently, he thinks it ruins a film. Do you know what I mean? Because there's no need for it to happen, is there? Really?
Yes.
Why?
Sometimes it's warranted. If the film itself is
some films it isn't though. Some films it isn't.
Some films it's arbitrary.
I think the films that him and his dad watched together on Channel 5.
Yeah.
Probably not. Is it only on Channel 5 in your house?
If you're watching, I don't know, a late night Friday night,
from 1983.
Yeah. Illegal Briefs. A beautiful lawyer has to defend a man who may be a killer. She falls in love with him, but does she know the real man?
Oh dear.
Well, you know what I mean, though.
Lest you forget, of course, that I
Love Heat with the bloke that is now in. Go on.
Of course, that I, according to the Internet Movie Database, I once appeared in one of those films, in the film Killer Image, a Canadian film, I believe, from 1989. According to that computer,
it's all wrong. Isn't it?
It's all wrong.
It's all wrong.
Of course, it is. Yeah. Apparently, I was in that, and I played the role of Kirk.
Was it a porn thing?
No. I think it's just an erotic thriller.
Oh, right.
That I suppose.
You only had a very small part, though, didn't you?
Indeed.
Yeah.
But no, do you know what I mean? Sometimes you don't need to go that far. Say, like in this Jesus program, right?
Film.
What's it called?
The Last Temptation of Christ.
Just not talking. You know what? What's his name? Is it Ralph in The Simpsons?
Yes.
I draw the kitty cat. It's like talking to that.
Yeah.
No, but right, this temptation thing, right?
Do you know, often we don't get that many complaints on this show. We don't get very many complaints, and I think that's either because there's no listeners, or B, it's because most people agree with Carl, and that terrifies me.
Or they let him off because it's like, you can plead insanity, you can go mental and kill a few people. They go, oh, he's a bit bad.
No, but was it because like they're saying that he was having it away, or is it because you saw it? What got the complaints?
The complaint was the very suggestion.
It was a blasphemous thing, not the fact that you saw an actor's knob.
So what about if they just cut it down a bit and you like saw the little stable door closing?
It wasn't the baby Jesus having sex. It was the grown man.
The stable door shutting.
No, but you know what
the
they do?
nativity scene.
That is brilliant.
The wise men saying, I can't believe we brought myrrh, we should have brought condoms.
Yeah. There's 2 for 1 offering, Boots.
That's not what we were thinking. Consent.
It's just that it's always awful.
Should we apologise now to the Christian church as well? Sorry, the little Chinese fellas, little Welsh fellas, and the little Christian fellas.
We haven't said anything wrong.
No.
It's like, you see, when I was growing up...
Stable door. I love the idea that in Carl's world, he was born in a stable, just thought, well, I love this place. Yeah. I'm just going to stay here the rest of my days.
This is good here. Oh, brilliant.
But when I was watching telly with my mum and dad, I mean, it still happens now, right? My dad will sort of go, oh, ruined. Good film ruined, right? If some sex scene happens.
But what
are we talking about sex scene? Are we talking about a kissing, or are we talking about penetration and looking at the camera? Going, are you enjoying this, Pilkingtons? What are we talking about? What is sort of extreme levels are we talking about?
Right, last time I was down there, right?
Yeah.
What was it? Meet Joe Black.
Meet Joe Black.
Meet Joe Black is a terrible film. Yeah.
Right. There was good film, and then it's going to happen because like the music comes in. Brad Pitt's keeping quiet. A woman's eyeing him up.
Sure.
So my mum's worked it out already, and she's going. Anything on the other side, love?
She knows. She
knows it's something's.
So you can be enjoying a film, and you can be an hour and 10 in, and then some spidey senses of one of them can go, should we turn that over? And the other one goes, yeah, right.
Are you sure it's not them protecting you from scenes of sex? So that what they're thinking is, what if Carl gets the idea to have sex?
Yeah.
That could lead to procreation. We don't want any more like him. We've got to end the line here.
You sure it's not the doctor? Keep calling out, going, you are keeping away from women, aren't you?
He must never find out.
Are you sure they're not embarrassed because they're watching a sex scene with their son?
It happens every time, right? There's 2 things that my mum does, right? It's that, if there's sex scene on the telly, she'll go, anything on the other side, love? And the other thing she always says, if ever there's anything on the telly with Elvis in it, she goes, oh, I like him, right? And we all know, we sat there, we know what she's going to say next.
Yeah.
So you don't even bother saying why, right? And she goes, he likes fat, ugly people.
He what?
He liked fat, ugly people. He didn't always go for, like, the good-looking fans in the crowd.
What Elvis did?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what we're doing now with our lives, Steve. Right, wait a minute, right. So, your mum says 2 things, right? She either says,
Is there anything else on the
Is there
website?
Or, I like Elvis. There's a pause because you know what she's going to say next. She says, he liked fat, ugly people. How often does this occur?
Well, because they've got, like, you know, Sky, there's a lot of those channels on. They're like the music channels. So Elvis always comes on. There's either an Elvis film, there's, like, you know, a classic hit by him on...
And she'll go, I like Elvis, he likes fat, ugly people. And what do you mean he liked fat, ugly people?
Is she a fat, ugly person?
Because there's that special Vegas show, isn't there, where he's dancing about, right? And he's got loads of scarves around his neck.
Towels.
Yeah. And, like, he always hands them down to the fat, ugly ones. Right. And I always say it's because they're the fat, you know, they've got a sweaty face because they can't, you know what I mean?
I don't know what world they
I
live
don't know
in.
how we've gone through the subject.
What sort of world are you going when you're watching his face? And what do you mean fat, ugly ones? You mean they're in the front, they're sweating a lot because they're a bit chubby?
So she thinks, you know, is giving them a towel because it's
But he's
like,
really going, wipe your face, you're putting me off, you
Yeah.
fat cow. Stop sweating near me.
There's another one.
What?
So, hairy Chinese kids.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We haven't slagged off hairy Chinese kids. We slagged off Chinese. We didn't slag anyone off. We just said they really haven't got a town as such, and they wear shoes. What do we say?
Yeah, little wooden shoes.
And what the?
I just don't know how we got onto Elvis and big fat ugly women. I don't know where we. I don't know how we
Did you
sidestepped from the Last
see?
Temptation of Christ.
Did you see that fat girls and feeders
Go on
program?
a minute.
Eh?
What's Tom Petty first?
Oh, brilliant! It's a great song.
How
Breakdown.
many
Tom
other
Petty.
radio shows have talked about Last Temptation of Christ, Chinatown,
Yeah.
fat ugly women?
More
Yeah.
than 60 minutes.
Exactly. Incredible. Sony Award winner.
Cheering Breaks, Painkiller on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant, and Carl Pilkington.
I should point out now, Rick, that the general consensus from the listeners is that Carl should definitely be on the poster.
But I know that.
obviously.
I know.
There's an interesting email
Of course
here.
they should.
It
They're
just
right.
says, I'd love to see Carl on the poster, especially as I'm watching him on the webcam today, and wearing that shirt, doesn't he look like Charlie Brown? He looks just like Charlie Brown from the Peanuts cartoon.
Oh my God.
That's it. From now on, if anyone ever asks me what
He
Carl
does
looks
look like Charlie Brown. Oh,
looks just
it's
like
great
him.
because Charlie Brown has got that thing. You've got less features than Morph. It's just a round head and there's human aspects. It's just the bare minimum. When I draw a cartoon of him, it's so easy.
Yeah.
Ah,
The thing is, right, if I go on the poster, this is what I'm worried about. Where do you go from there?
what do you mean?
Well, it's
talking about?
difficult, isn't it? Do you know, like before, you were talking about the complaint that a TV channel got about some fella putting bacon? Yeah?
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah, you were talking about a
I
fella
didn't
who-
put the bacon on, but yeah, I was talking about it here, and they
Yeah.
got a complaint. Yeah.
Right. Now, he had to do that to get a kick. Yeah?
Yeah.
Where do you go from there? And it's the same for me on a poster. Once they've seen me,
Yeah. And we get sued by the estate of Charles M. Schultz for using without copyright his most popular creation.
Oh,
it's just that if people don't know, it keeps them interested. They don't need to
They're
know
not
what
tuning
I'm
in
like.
every week on the off chance that we'll...
they're wondering what you look like.
Yeah, but the ones who are, it just keeps them...
They won't let them down though when they see your picture. It won't let them down.
It's
It won't be a letdown.
It's exactly as it should
Leave
be.
it. Anyway,
Yeah.
competition, yeah?
Right, let's get the answers. Let's get this out of the way. Songs of phrase.
Songs of phrase, just in case you just tuned in, it's a new feature we've been doing. We take songs and chop them up and that, and it's a phrase that's cropped up on the show a few times. This week we were going back to the classic Me Auntie I'd Win for 5 minutes.
Back to the classic.
And let's have a,
These are the
have a
answers,
listen.
is it? Okay.
Yeah. Right, so what you had there is you had the Knack
Yeah.
with My Sharona.
Uh-huh.
Auntie was some Manson track.
What? You don't even know what it was.
Auntie Everything, I think it's called, some album track, right? Then you had Bill Medley, Jennifer Warnes, I've Had the Time of My
Yeah.
Life. You had Bob Dylan,
Wind.
Wind.
Idiot wind.
Blowing in the Wind.
Oh, Blowing in the Wind, was it?
What was after that? 4 was 2468
4 was Bob
Motorway. 2468 Motorway.
Yeah.
Tom Robinson.
Tom
Yeah.
Robinson, yeah. That was the 4. Then you had the 5 from Manfred Man, 5,
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. We wrapped it up with a bit of 5 star
Yeah.
for Minute, something about,
Can't wait.
yeah, Can't Wait Another
Can't
Minute.
wait another minute.
So, they're the answers.
Yeah,
we're
well,
looking for someone who, I don't think we got anyone who had them all right. But
Nobody got all 7, although in your little answer list then you only listed 6, because
Yeah.
you got your numbers went out of sync in your own brain. Well done, once again. Smooth. I tell you what, Carl, why don't you next week at least write down the answers for yourself?
don't need to.
Well, you clearly do, because you just embarrassed yourself.
Don't need to. You've proved that you do.
Right,
okay.
anyway. Well done, I'm going to give it to Paul Tier. PJ Tier, because he got 5 of the 7.
Well
correct.
done.
So he gets.
And he's getting that signed Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, if you
DVD.
can just email us your address as well and get them off to you today.
All right.
Brilliant.
That's
Well
what you're
done,
dealing with.
So you've done that. You've done that competition. That's been put to bed.
Let's have a great tune, Rick. And then what else we got? We got some monkey news.
We've got some
we've got
monkey
news.
We've got Cheap as Chimps.
We're doing the film thing.
Right.
Got the film thing. What film is it this week?
Silence of the Lambs. You can be owning that up by 3 o'clock on VHS.
Is it about $4.99? From here, is it?
Thereabouts.
'20th century boy. Come on, Mark. Some people want a 21st century boy these days. Mark Bolan there. A little bit out of date on XFM 104.9. Looking today, Steve Mitch and Carl Pilkington. Right, it's that time again, isn't it? Monkey news.
Yeah, monkey news.
Oh, monkey news.
Right, if you're a new listener, this is where we do a bit of monkey news.
Giving these charts on a news programme, like News Night Review or News at 10, over to Carl Pilkington. Yeah, alright. Monkey's gone mad again. Go on.
Right, we've done quite a lot of good, probably Ollie the monkey.
I love the fact that they're all monkeys. He's a chimpanzee.
Right.
It's an ape.
Well, today, right, we're looking at one that's it's called Coco.
Oh yeah, the one, the sign language one.
Well, what I've read about him is he speaks, right? Highly educated.
Yeah.
Photographer.
Carl!
Right?
I love the fact that when he gets a gifted ape, he has to look up to him. He realises that he is superior. I love that. Oh.
And it also likes going on computer chat rooms.
I can't take this anymore, Steve. I'm gonna be sick. Oh gosh.
Right? That's pretty amazing.
You know, if an infinite number of monkeys are in an infinite number of chat rooms, they'll eventually type, which is your favourite episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Exactly, yeah. Carl Pilkington, you're an idiot.
But the thing is, right, you're saying about the infinite thing again, about monkeys, if you put them in a room with a typewriter, they'll come up with Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I'd sort of agree with that, right, with monkeys who can't do other stuff, but this one I reckon's going to be busy taking pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
I think monkeys that are boring.
Is there a boring monkey? Would you ever have a chimp and you'd go, Suzanne would go, I've got your birthday present, and it's a chimp fella, he's about, about a sort of like a middle-aged chimp.
No, I'd love it. I'm talking
Would you ever
about
go, I'll tell you what, Suzanne, that one's boring.
No, but I bet the monkey would get bored, Do you know what I mean? The monkey would be bored. I'd be loving it. I'd love to have a little monkey. Right? But what I'm saying is...
You really would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If you buy him a camera, he'd be happy again, wouldn't he?
Well... Yeah, but that's just it. You wouldn't get in touch... It's like... If you can do other stuff, you don't want to do the boring stuff.
Forget the typing, forget the monkeys typing. Talk about this monkey that's a photographer.
No,
What
but
you
we
took-
are in a way. I'm just saying that would be happier... Monkeys that have got nothing else to do, if they can't take pictures and that, and they can't go on chat rooms...
They're happy to sit in a room typing away for infinity, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But he's got maybe a little exhibition to put on.
Do you think...
Do you know that most chimps and apes and monkeys still actually just live in trees? These are in laboratories and zoos and things. You know that's not the norm. These monkeys
Yeah.
walking around sort of chatting and riding bikes.
Yeah.
You know that's not natural.
Exactly.
No, I know, but it's...
If you left a bike in the jungle and then came back a few years later, there wouldn't be monkeys riding around on it. And a book. If you left a bike with a book in the basket, right, and you went away for 10 years and you came back, there wouldn't be a whole new transport system and schools.
No.
They'd eat it. They throw it round and eat it.
Alright then, so what you're saying is you can't... You see, what I think is, right, and don't take this the wrong way in that, right, Stephen Hawking,
Yes.
right, now he had a bad illness. Now, I wonder if he'd be... I wonder if he'd be as bright as he is if he didn't have that.
Right.
Because he's had time to sit down, he's like, well, what can I do?
Yeah.
We've gone give him a book. And he read it. I like that. Give us another one.
Yes.
He's got a lot of time on his hands.
Yes.
Now, what I'm saying is, monkeys... Yeah,
Right.
This one here, Coco, which I think was a gorilla,
Right.
right? That wouldn't have been happy on a little keyboard, just doing that all
Something
day,
like-
because it'd be going, well, I could be out taking pictures.
Sure.
Play a record!
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Play a record!
Yeah.
Done.
You're an idiot!
There it was. There's the catchphrase. Once more.
He is! He's an idiot!
Sure.
Athlete, El Salvador, on XFM 104.9, I'm Ricky Gervais. With me, the amazing Steve Merchant and the incredible Carl Pilkington. Alright? Right, we've done that. Monkey news. Right, straight. Let's hit them dead. Let's go straight with Cheap as Chimps, Carl.
Right, well, this will probably finish today, to be honest.
Oh,
right? Because what if we looked at Cheap as Chimps, we found out that...
They eat one banana. Next, go on, do this
one
one.
banana
Yeah,
a day and that.
yeah, that's
Right,
it. Brilliant.
So what?
It was a long-running feature. Go on.
What? Sorry, can I just ask again? What are the rules with Cheapest Chimps?
It's just, you know, if you wanted a chimp, how much would it sort of cost you?
Brilliant.
Right?
Title come first.
So, yeah, as always, that's the way to do it. Right? Cheapest Chimps. I thought I'll go online and see, you know, if I could buy one. How much do you reckon?
£6,000.
To buy a chimp?
Yeah.
Oh no, a ridiculous amount. Where can you buy them from? What sources? You shouldn't be able to buy them.
eBay.
What do you mean? Buy a chimp? From who?
There was this website that was selling stuff.
What you could actually...
What are you talking? What are you talking about?
Right, here we go then, right? I looked at it. Here's some of the other animals that were on there.
No, wait a minute. What are these poachers?
I don't know.
What zoos that got bored with them? Where can you buy a chimp?
I don't want to give it a plug.
Right,
Some
go on
website,
then.
right?
So what are the other animals available?
Right, well, that'll give you some prices with the other animals, then you can try and work out if it's cheap as chimps, right? So, right, a camel. What do you reckon?
£25,000.
Right, $8,000 for a camel, right? Sloth,
40 quid.
$3,000.
Right.
Last one, Bengal tiger,
Oh, that's got to be pricey. $12,000.
$1,800.
What?
Yeah.
Carl, this is an awful website. That can't be true, mate.
Right,
That's
so,
awful.
a chimp,
Well, a chimp,
$5,000.
I'm going to go with $1,000.
55,000.
What?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
But I don't know what to say because this is rubbish anyway. What website can you buy? Okay, get me a tiger. Here's £1,000. Get me a tiger.
well, I don't know.
You're an idiot.
Sorry, so where does the cheapest chimps element come in?
Well, that's sort
Are
of
you supposed to
rounds it up.
shout, it's cheapest chimps at the end?
Well, it isn't. That's why I want to finish the feature.
I don't know what is the cheapest chimps?
Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing broadcasting.
So,
We're up for a Sony award, aren't we? I hope they're listening because it's ours.
Yeah.
With features like Cheapest Chips, it's ending because they're not.
It's in the bag.
And do you remember? Here's Athlete.
Can't stop the spirit when I need you. This life is more than just a read through.
Can't stop the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Well, I've got news for you boys. I don't want to stop you. I love your funk rock fusion. Word of warning: no nudity. Repeat: no nudity at this gig.
I do it like you. I think you should host a whole show like that. It's lovely that. So, have you ever done any like DJ, like proper DJ, like in a pub or a club? Because I know
Wow.
Carl had his own. I had my own disco when I was a kid.
Yeah, not proper. I had a gig once when I had to. It was 2 nights a week in the local pub just the 2 decks that was in a suitcase. You know, there's those sort of all-in-one thing. And they just wanted the same records. They wanted Rod Stewart, Baby Jane. They wanted about 11:15 when they were all drunk. They wanted Don McLean's American Pie, which they all sang along to.
Yeah.
Uptown Girl they liked.
Right.
But yeah, I didn't used